New today, and again, it's going to that really upscale, fine level and fine jewelry. Yet, we're offering it today not at the crazy prices that you expect to find in your high-end stores, although I would easily just think this was, you know, one of your colored box stores, if you will, right? $129.90, fully adjustable, comfortably fitting up to a 6.5 up to an 8-inch wrist, and 5 flex payments to get this type of look at $25.98 to be able to see for yourself. And you know, that's where the flex pay absolutely comes into play. You might be saying, you know what, I love that look. I just want to be, you know, 100% certain. That's where our unconditional guarantee comes into play. So you get this home for under $30, or even with the shipping and handling, yeah, it'd be right around $32, $33, your first monthly payment. And then of course, if it's not everything you expected it to be, and I always say expect it to be 10 times better, because it is. I always say if it looks good on TV, expect it to be 10, 20 times better when you see it in person. So you have that confidence on top of it. Billy, what a great piece. We're seeing a lot of these fancy looks. We are. And always a sellout, because they're very limited. Well, these are, yeah, we don't, it's impossible to bring you thousands of a piece of jewelry like this in a bracelet, because they're very complicated to make, number one. And number two, we want to give you, instead of depth of jewelry, we want to give you breadth of jewelry, which is a really nice variety to pick from, because there's something for everyone. So they're like little marquee silhouettes that are kind of included into the original wax molding of this bracelet. And it's so nice because you can form this geometric cuff to fit your wrist regardless of what size your wrist is, whether you have a tinier or a larger wrist. Or you can shift it, right? Because sometimes I like to wear a little bit higher up on the arm. Yeah, a lot of women don't like it clanging on a counter, so they push it up to their forearm. It looks great on Lynn that way. But you know, there's a missing element to jewelry that we can't do on television that I'm gonna educate you on, and I think it's so important. When you open a package from HSN and you buy a piece of Sevilla silver, the first thing I want you to do is take it out of the box, put it in your palm of your hand, and just bounce it up and down. This is called determining the heft of jewelry. That's something that immediately you can relate to from a standpoint of quality in fine jewelry. So it's so funny, it's an unscientific quality assurance test that I implemented here at HSN 20 plus years ago. And when I went to the factories, I used to take the jewelry and put it in my palm, and I'd go like that, and they'd go, what are you doing? I said, I want to see how, you know, what the heft is of this piece. And then I would take and if it was a ring, I'd pinch it. And if it would bend, I would reject it. I'd say no customer should buy a piece of jewelry that's a ring that should bend when they pinch it. That's a standard. And this is interesting because many of you know Bill for years and years as a host, but before that, you worked with our quality assurance program. Yeah, and I did that. And in the jewelry industry. Oh, for years, 16 years even before that. So it's not scientific, but you know what? It's something that every human being relates to in fine jewelry. You want to buy jewelry that's quality. You want it to last forever. You want to make sure when you open the package and put it on that it's going to look like it does here 10 years from now. And look what I just did. I just to show you the flexibility. So you can adjust it. As I was saying, the inside is as beautifully finished and polished and smooth as it is on the outside. It has an abstract modern feel, but it also is a real signature piece. I mean, it's bold. This is coming in about over an inch, 1 1/4 inches in the width, and it will comfortably fit again from a 6.5-inch wrist up to about an 8-inch wrist. I also like it because it's flush to the wrist. So if you were saying you like the bigger, bolder pieces, but you don't want something that's gonna be cumbersome or catch on anything, this has that very, almost like second skin type of feel in the way that it's styled. Oh, thanks, Bill. That's good to show the... Just to show you. Good width. Nice and width. And then you see, this is the best part, is that you can open it up, and it's easy to open, to slide your wrist in if you have a larger wrist, and then you just crimp it till you get to the place where you want it to be. Nice. And because it's sterling silver, it will bend without the fear of damaging the bracelet. Well, very popular, brand new, exclusive design. This is what we love to be able to bring to you from Sevilla Silver from around the world with truly